All right, I'm going to read chapter 11 and chapter 13. 11. Then the police arrived. I like the police. They have uniforms and numbers, and you know what they are meant to be doing. There is a policewoman and a policeman. The policewoman had a little hole in her tights on her left ankle and a red scratch in the middle of the hole. The policeman had a big orange leaf stuck to the bottom of his shoe, which was poking out from one side. The policewoman put her arms around Mrs. Shears and led her back toward the house. I lifted my head off the grass. The policeman squatted down beside me and said, "Would you like to tell me what's going on here, young man?" I sat up and said, "The dog is dead." "I got that far," he said. I said, "I think someone killed the dog." "How old are you?" he asked. I replied, "I am 15 years and 3 months and 2 days." "And what precisely were you doing in the garden?" he asked. "I was holding the dog," I replied. "And why were you holding the dog?" he asked. This was a difficult question. It was something I wanted to do. I like dogs. It made me sad that the dog was dead. I like policemen too, and I wanted to answer the question properly, but the policeman did not give me enough time to work out the correct answer. "Why were you holding the dog?" he asked again. "I like dogs," I said. "Did you kill the dog?" he asked. I said, "I did not kill the dog." "Is this your fork?" he asked. I said, "No." "You seem very upset about this," he said. He was asking too many questions, and he was asking them too quickly. They were stacking up in my head like loaves in the factory where Uncle Terry works. The factory is a bakery, and he operates the slicing machines. And sometimes the slicer is not working fast enough, but the bread keeps coming, and there's a blockage. I sometimes think of my mind as a machine, but not always as a bread slicing machine. It makes it easier to explain to other people what's going on inside it. The policeman said, "I'm going to ask you once again." I rolled back onto the lawn and pressed my forehead to the ground again and made the noise that Father calls groaning. I make this noise when there is too much information coming into my head from the outside world. It is like when you're upset and you hold the radio against your ear and you tune it halfway between two stations so that all you get is white noise. And then you turn the volume right up so that all you can hear is all you can hear. And then you know you are safe because you cannot hear anything else. The policeman took hold of my arms and lifted me onto my feet. I did not like him touching me like this. And this is when I hit him. That's not going to end well. Chapter 13. This will not be a funny book. I cannot tell jokes because I do not understand them. Here is a joke as an example. It is one of Father's. His face was drawn, but the curtains were real. I know why this is meant to be funny, I asked. It is because drawn has 3 meanings, and they are 1. Drawn with a pencil, 2. Exhausted, and 3. Pulled across a window, and meaning 1 refers to both the face and the curtains. Meaning 2 refers only to the face, and meaning 3 refers only to the curtains. If I try to say the joke to myself, making the word mean 3 different things at the same time, it is like hearing 3 different pieces of music at the same time, which is uncomfortable and confusing and not nice, like white noise. It is like 3 people trying to talk to you at the same time about different things. And that is why there are no jokes in this book.